In Brookhaven, for those of you who don't know, there are several bugs you can do in the game. But today, I specifically want to test ways to fly in the game. I want to test all the bugs that exist to fly in Roblox. So for that, I called this friend of mine who's going to help me do it. But I don't know why he made this avatar. He said it's to protect him, and I should make one too. Okay, so I'm going to copy him and make the same avatar. Perfect. Now I look like this. But the first way to fly is the hardest of all. He's even staring at me. And he said, aren't you going to start with the easiest way? Unfortunately not. Today I want to do things differently. So I'm going to my car. But now, I have to get a specific boat. And I'm coming here to rent this boat. And guys, I don't know what happened in this neighborhood, but everything here is really weird. I'll go back there later to see what happened. But now I'm arriving at this part. And for those of you who don't know, there are several boats for sale here and for rent. And it's my friend who's selling them. So I'm sure he's going to help me by this because I'm his friend. But now I'm getting here in front and I'm simply going to want this red boat. It could also be this other boat, but I'll start with the red one. He said, this one costs $5. Look, I can't give all that. That's way too much money for a boat I can just get and drive for free. He said, you can't, it's locked. And I don't know if that's true, so I'm coming here to test it. But both of them are staring at me back here. But guys, all of this is part of my plan to fly in Roblox. I'm going to try to drive this boat. So I got right here, and I really can't drive it, but that's good, because I'm going to be able to fly. I'm even going back now, but the two of them are staring at me. And he said, it's impossible to steal my boat, and if you manage to do it, you can keep it. Guys, I'm definitely going to manage it, because I know how to fly and make this boat fly too. But to do that, I first need a plane. So we're coming back here, because my friend will have to fly a plane just to steal this boat. I'm even arriving here, but I don't know if I'll be able to get it, because for those of you who don't know, planes have a lot of security. My friend said, I'm going to the boat, and apparently he's going there, and he just took my car. But the car is really slow, and I don't know why it's so slow, since he can speed up. He even got right here, and now he started speeding nonstop, and he's coming here fast, really at a very high speed. Now he got right to this part, and he's literally here watching what's going to happen. But guys, now I'm going to grab this card because it's going to be really important, and I'm going to have to go down here because as soon as I open this door, I'll find a plane. But actually, there's security right here, and he said, you can't take the plane. Look, of course I can, but he put this fence here. It's impossible to take this plane because I can't go over here since it's against the law. But guys, I jumped, and I managed to get here, and he really got scared and is trying to get up here, but he can't. So now, I'm just going to take off flying because I want to test several ways to fly. I'm going to test the first one now. But to do that, I have to get back here because I'm going to steal my friend's boat. I'm even arriving here, and to make this boat fly, I'll have to get inside, and that way the boat is going to start flying. It's actually really easy. You can see that now the boat is flying in a really weird way because I can take this boat really far away. So now I'm coming up front, and I just stole his boat, and the boat is flying. But this is the first way to fly in Roblox, and I'm sure he's really mad. It even looks like he got that boat and is coming after me, but he won't be able to get here because his boat is flying. He even got here, and his boat disappeared. I don't know what happened, but my friend's boat disappeared, and now I'm coming down here, and I'm sure he's not very happy. He even got here, and he said, test this with the yacht. I'm sure it'll work. Look, actually, I want to do something different. I want him to fly this plane because I'm going to stay on the boat to watch all this happen. So here on the right, I'm going to grab the biggest boat of all, which is exactly this one. He said, that's not the biggest boat. The yacht is the biggest of all. Look, I don't think that's true, but the yacht is coming right here, and we're going to be able to test this. Now the plane is flying, and the yacht got right here and just crashed into the boat, and it looks like the yacht is really way bigger. And now my friend is right here, watching me fly in Roblox. So I'm going to stay right here, and here on the right, I'm going to grab a chair and place it right in this spot, because I want to stay on this boat. The plane is even arriving here. At any moment, we're going to take off flying. And now it looks like it's finally going to work. But guys, the boat isn't flying. I don't know what happened, but the boat didn't fly. But he's trying to make it work. Guys, I'm going to sit on the chair, but the plane is having trouble. The plane is literally stuck. And now the plane took off flying. Guys, the first way to fly didn't work very well. Actually, it did work, but my friend couldn't repeat it. There's even a boat speeding up here, and it looks like he went back to that part. But now, my plane finally arrived and dropped it off right here. So I'm going to fly this plane, because today I want to test other ways to fly in Brookhaven. He said, wait, is that plane your friend? But I'm looking here, and that plane isn't my friend. It's actually the army, and it's coming right at me. Now I have to get out of here quickly, because it looks like the army is after me, and that's really bad. Every second that passes, it's getting closer. But I had an idea. I'm going to try talking to him. Now he's right here, and he said, who are you? Look, I don't know why he asked that, but I'm just a normal person. I said, I'm a normal person, and I don't know what he wants. He said, only military pilots fly jets. You're under arrest. But But guys, I have to get out of here. So I'm running back here, and I'm going to have to go back to the city. But the jet is also coming this way, and I have to test several ways to fly in Brookhaven. But first I have to shake off this plane. So I'm coming back to the city, and I already know exactly what I'm going to do. We're basically going to jump out of this plane. He said, wait, where? Look, we're going to jump into the pool. As soon as he sees a pool, he's going to have to jump in Roblox, which is exactly this one. Now we're flying right over it, and now we jump right here, and he just landed straight into the water. But I wasn't so lucky, and I didn't land in the water. But this jet is flying overhead, and it has no idea where I am. And it looks like it's heading back, and it's finally going to leave us alone. And apparently it's returning to its base. And its base, for those of you who don't know, is exactly this one. He literally works at the military base, which is a very important base. But here at the pool, there are 3 ways to fly. I can basically jump here using an animation from the right, and I'm basically going to fly. And this is the easiest way of all. I said, get a car! So he's going to have to get a car here, because I want to fly. Now he got this car, but it just disappeared. The car literally flew away, and he's going to have to try that again. He even grabbed this car, and this is another way to fly. The person has to get a car in Roblox, and this time he got this car, which took off flying, but I'm trying to get inside the car to fly along with it, and it actually worked. I managed to fly, and that's really good. But now I'm going to test the 4th way to fly in Roblox. He said, but we didn't even test 3 ways. Look, actually we did. We tested those boats. We tested the way to fly while you're lying down here, and we also tested flying with the car. But the 4th way is also with this Roblox car. Here on the right, I'm going to get the cemetery car, because this car has a big secret, and my friend got this horse. So if he gets here with the horse, I'm basically going to fly. I'm really flying really far away, and this is the best secret of all. But now he got here again, and the car just flew away. He even got close and said, wait, what if you put a coffin in a normal car? And guys, what he said is true. That's actually a really important test that I have to do, because the reason this car flies is because there's a coffin in the back, and when my friend walks by, it ends up glitching the game. So here on the right, I'm going to grab a totally normal car, like this one. And now on the right, I'm going to grab a coffin, like this one. But I can't lie down inside the coffin. The coffins really don't work properly, so I'm going to have to grab another item on the right. Perfect! I just grabbed this bed, and now my friend is going to have to test this. He even got here just now, and it almost worked, but it didn't work properly. So I'm going to grab another item on the right, and I'm going to grab a rail bed. Now this has to work, and it's actually starting to work. And we really discovered a new way to fly in Roblox, but this time with any car. You can see that the car is flying, and this secret is really weird. He said, we were the first in the world to discover this bug with other cars. And that might be true, because everyone knew this bug with that other Roblox car. But we improved it, and now we can do it with any car. I'm even arriving here. But this friend of mine is really mad at that player, and I don't know why. He said, you said you were going to build our houses, and now you're sleeping. And guys, it looks like the player isn't building the houses he promised to build in Roblox. And that's why this neighborhood is abandoned. That's actually really strange, and I'm just watching what's going on, because I want to see what happens. He said, I'll finish the houses tomorrow, and he went back to sleep, and that's sad, but I'm coming up here, because I'm going to move this thing. Perfect, I'm moving it because we have to build these houses. I'm even moving it, but I don't even know what I'm doing. And now I'm going down here, because I want to test another way to fly. He even said, let's build the houses. And this friend of mine who just got out of the car really wants to finish the houses. But now both of them grabbed a hammer, and they really want to do this instead of testing the flying trick. They're even going back there just to build this house. And now they're actually building it. But guys, I'm going to take the chance and test other ways to fly in Roblox. But he got up here, and he said, I'll help you. Okay, he's going to help me do this, even though he should be building the houses. But here on the right, I'm going to get the biggest car of all. And this is one of the biggest cars, because it's really long. Now I place this bed right in the front, and that player got the horse just to test this bug. And even I want to see if I'll fly, but apparently it doesn't work. Now he came back here again, but that doesn't work either. So I'm going to press this Roblox button, and he's going to have to try this again, because now I'm sure it's going to work. So I'm going to place this item right up here. Now he got right here, and it really didn't work. So I placed the item back here, and he came here again, and it just didn't work. This truck is really bad for doing bugs, because the bugs don't work properly. But guys, he came down here, and he said, you know you can fly with the truck, right? You just have to go in with the horse. And what he said is true, but I had forgotten about that. So here on the right, I'm going to grab a truck, and I grabbed exactly this one, and now I got this horse. But I want to test if this really works, and it looks like they're already finishing that house. That's really impressive. But now I'm removing the cargo, and I'm going to have to get right here, and I really want to see if I can fly. I'm even getting right up front, and I'm really going super fast. But now I'm flying in Roblox, and it actually worked. I'm flying really far, and this is honestly the best bug of all. But down here, I'm going to increase the speed to 50, and now maybe it'll get even better. So I'm coming up front, and now I'm really flying, and I'm going to use this ramp to take off flying. But I accidentally just fell out of the truck, and that's really weird. But there's a problem. That plane is coming right here, and apparently apparently it wants to see what I'm doing. So I have to get out of here quickly. I'm even getting this car, and now I have to fly. But he's watching all of this, and I have to take off flying fast. Now I'm speeding up here because I just have to escape him, and I'm really flying, and I'm going to climb this Roblox mountain. But guys, he got here in front, and apparently he wants to say something. He said, "You're under arrest, freeze!" And now he grabbed this item, but it looks like I'm really being arrested. So I'm going to take this chance and get out of here because I can't go to jail. He's even coming here too, but he'll never catch me because I'm way too fast. Now I'm coming back home, but there's a problem because he's also coming here on a horse. He literally got a horse too, and I have to get out of here fast. He's even getting here quicker because he's taking some weird paths, and it looks like he's trying to hit me. So I'm heading back here, and I just arrived at my Roblox house, and everything here is really well built. This is my house, so I'm coming in here to hide, and I'm going to leave the horse up here, and now I'm watching what's happening because he's getting really close. But now he doesn't know where I went in Roblox. He's arriving out front, and he has no idea where I am, and it looks like my friends are building this house. And he said, "Where's the guy with the purple hair?" But guys, I hope they don't say anything. My friend said he was in the water. Look, I don't know why he said I'm in the water, but he helped me a lot because now the soldier is going there to check the Roblox water, but I'm simply not there. I'm actually at my house, and he didn't notice that. Now I'm coming here because I have to help them. So I grabbed the hammer, and now I'm helping them build this house, but I don't see any difference. Then suddenly the house started changing, and I don't know how that happens. This house is actually being built just because we're hitting the wall with hammers, and that's really interesting. And guys, I'm going to keep hitting with the hammer here to build this house, and now we finally finished it. This house turned out perfect, and everyone helped a lot to build it. But now I'm going to take a picture because this house belongs to my friend, and he's the one who basically did all of this. He just made a perfect house, and actually they rebuilt the entire neighborhood, even my house. And guys, if you want to add me on Roblox, just click the become a member button, then I'll add you on Roblox.